Hey everyone, good morning. This is Lone Star Chick Plans, and I'm back finally, you guys. I feel like I've been missing for a while. I haven't been able to make any videos. But I wanted to, obviously, I am late with my paycheck budget this month for August, the first one for paycheck one. So I'm just gonna go over that with you guys and basically kind of like do a check-in since we're already kind of into it at the same time, and this way we kind of play catch up. So let's go over what's going on for me as far as all this goes. I've been kind of slacking on my budget. It's not that I haven't been budgeting, I haven't been able to catch up. I kind of had pre-planned my budget before work and stuff got crazy this past week, so it's just been really long days working, so I haven't been able to really do much. But I did catch up with my budget yesterday morning before I went to work. I got up super early and was able to get some stuff done and kind of just firm up my budget. I think I'm okay now. There was some stuff I was forgetting. I had to really do some homework and figure all those things out because I knew I did have some stuff coming up. So in order to capture all that and make sure I had accounted for all of that stuff, then I was late on a credit card payment because y'all, I just haven't been able to keep up, and it's just been so much. And so luckily the creditor called me and was like, hey, you need to make your payment. And I was like, crap. So jumped online as soon as I got the call, made my payment, so now everything's good. But yeah, this month has definitely gotten away from me, and just it's been so busy. So so it's still early in the morning here. I'm just gonna grab a sip of my coffee real quick. Okay, so rollover from last paycheck, we started with 89 cents. 89 cents. Our income, what I'm thinking right now, income is going to be $25.69 for now, unless something happens. So first of all, the spreadsheet that I use is linked in my description. I checked it not too long ago. The links are still active. They still sell this one. If you're interested, please definitely grab yourself a copy. It is amazing. I don't even use everything that it comes with. There's just too much, and I don't really need all that. So I'm just using what I need for myself, and I have kind of modified my workbook a little bit to better suit my needs. But all these tabs you see, they're not necessarily the ones that come with it. I've just kind of made it my own and took pieces of their workbook and made my own version of it basically and added to it. But everything is customizable on here. I have changed the colors a little bit, just something a little bit different, which you can totally do. So you can buy it with the colors it has, so don't fret about that. And you can totally modify the themes. I think it's in the format toolbar or something like that, and you can totally let's see, let me see if I can show you guys. No, I'm not sure how to get to it from here. The desktop version, you can definitely see that way better. But anyways, you can totally change the colors on everything in here, and you can change the font. I mean, you can totally make it your own version. So like, don't be afraid to buy it because you don't like the colors or you don't like the font or something. Like, you can totally make it your own. So I've modified it in a few different ways over time. Like, I've shortened the screen so that when I'm looking on my tablet or something, it is maximized, but also takes up less space on my screen. So I'm actually zoomed in right here for you guys, so just to show you. But on my desktop, it definitely doesn't take up the whole screen like it used to. I kind of minimized the columns a little bit, just because it had so much space. So kind of condensed it a little bit to make it more compact. But anyways, so that's the spreadsheet. I am a semi-monthly paid employee, so I only get paid twice a month. I never have a magic month. I get paid on the 15th and the 30th or the 31st, but most of the time I get paid a few days before that because of my banking institution. So sometimes I'm actually able to get paid a little bit earlier. So my budget dates tend to fluctuate just a little bit depending on the dates that I get paid. And so I'll just cut my budget off at that point and start the next one, or, end it a few days later or whatever. So I do play with that just a little bit, so I'm not super strict on the days. As you can see, this one started on the 29th, and I'm going to try to make it go to the 13th. So that's when I think I'll get paid next. And that's, obviously shortly coming up here. So we're getting close to that date as well. So I'm also not an all cash budgeter. I am kind of like a digital budgeter. I do use my credit cards for everyday spending. I'm not like a super huge, big cash person. I find it easier to swipe my card and then keep track that way. I feel like I can better keep track and hone in on any kind of like overspending or tracking costs of certain things. I feel like it's better seen digitally than with just spending cash, and that's just me. I just like it that way. I'm all about the details, so I just prefer that. So I don't like cash stuff my everyday regular spending. It's all done with my credit card, and then I settle out my expenses, which means I pay my credit card back in full, if not every few days, at least once a week. If I can't do that, then it's pretty much by the end of the paycheck budget, I will have paid everything back to my card and settled everything out. So I don't typically carry like a balance from one month to the next. It's normally paid back in full every time. So that's how I keep up with that. I do use 2 credit cards, and that is my Capital One Saver Rewards card, and my other one is my Amex Blue Cash Preferred card. So my Amex Blue Cash Preferred card I use for gas, groceries, and subscriptions because it gives me the most cashback rewards. For my Capital One Saver Rewards card, I use that for everything else. So I use that for everything else. That pretty much is what I usually do for my daily spending. So I have all my bills on automatic pay. Pretty much, I think pretty much everything is on automatic draft now. It took a while to get there. I didn't start overnight, but once I got comfortable with the numbers and I pretty much was good on my budget, I started transitioning all of them to automatic pay. And there was a couple that I didn't because of the date that they would run the automatic pay, and I wanted everything kind of synchronized to one check. But I think now I'll be able to better handle that going forward because there was some things that have changed. And so now I think everything is pretty much in sync with my pay dates, which this is the first paycheck of the month. And on my budget, the first paycheck of the month is when we pay all the bills. So I also don't have any car notes, and I also don't have a mortgage. We have paid off our house and we have paid off all our vehicles. So you will not see that in my budget. We don't have to pay that. We do pay property taxes, homeowners insurance, windstorm insurance, because we do live on the Texas coast, and car insurance as well. But, those don't come out of this budget. Those are saved through automatic savings transfers from our paychecks. So what you guys see here is basically everything other than that. So that is what you see on here. So if you're wondering why I don't have that in my budget, first of all, part of it is because we don't have to pay for those things any longer. If you watched my intro video to my channel, I talk about all that and explain what has happened since then and what happened up to that point. So if you guys watch that video, it's not terribly long, but it just gives you a basic introduction to my channel. And then the other part is, those things don't come out of this budget, out of this kind of paycheck. So also this paycheck is, minus our health insurance, minus investments, stuff like that. So this is kind of like what's left after all that. And then on top of that, I do sinking funds for certain things. And I'm trying to eventually, hopefully, be 1 month ahead. but not right now. Probably within the next year, I'll be able to, but just not right now. My focus right now is really taking care of these big debt payments that I have for these balance transfers that I have going on, which you'll see about in our budget. So that's just a little bit of introduction to the budget this month, and the budget in general, what you kind of will see on my channel. I'm going to try to get started with some savings challenges for some goals that I have, but it's not going to be a lot. I'm not able to do that probably every week or anything like that. I'm just focused on paying debt right now. So eventually that will happen. I'll be able to do that more. But, so if you guys have favorite channels that do that and stuff like that, those guys would be the channels to watch, not necessarily mine. I feel like mine can be kind of boring sometimes because I'm not doing all of those things on a weekly basis or everyday basis like I see some channels, and that's great. I just don't have it in my budget right now to do that because my focus is paying off these debts. So within the next year, though, I hope to bring that to my channel more often, and that would also help me save more money. So that's what the future of my channel holds. But right now, we're just kind of focused on staying within our budget and also paying off debt. So let's get back to the paycheck. So for income, what we have is my rest of the paycheck, $2,058.93. My son's going to contribute $266. My daughter sent over $40 for her phone. And then am going to deposit my sinking funds money for my Prime membership renewal. That in our household is definitely a must. We use it all the time and we share it as a family. So it's definitely very beneficial. And my husband sent over $55 and I don't even remember for what. So we'll get into it and see if we can't remember what it is. So we have $2,568.96 for income that's going to be applied to our budget. And we'll go to savings first. So savings, we are saving $125 off the top. We do that every paycheck, no matter what. That comes out first. So that has actually been already saved. I need to update my budget on that. See, I'm not even done updating my budget. I did actually see the transfer already come out. So that should be, and that's an automatic transfer. I have it set up to automatically take it out when my paycheck hits. So I've already seen the transfer come out so that I know the money has been saved. I just haven't put it on my budget sheet. So, okay, for bills this paycheck, we have our electric bill, which is on balance billing, and that is $213. I need to check my most recent bill because I want to make sure that we're still basically on the right side of this thing, and we're not having to start saving anything for our bill. What I was told is that I think mine is going to be for the first 6 months. After 6 months of bills, it's going to be reevaluated for the usage. And if the usage is higher or lower, they'll send us a true-up bill on that seventh month. And then we'll get back to a new balanced billing amount. So it could go up or it could go down depending on the usage. And we'll either have a credit or we'll have to pay additional amounts. But at least for now, for this period of time, it gives us a set bill amount, which is making it so much easier and better to budget because it was one of my most variable bills. And I just hated every month waiting for the bill to be generated so that I could see how much we had to pay to add it to the budget. So right now, it looks like I'm checking my bill account while I'm watching. And right now it looks like we are definitely we still have a credit balance. So our true-up amount says we have a credit of $80.09 so far on one of our accounts. So I do have 2 accounts on my for my house. And one is for the house, which is the one I just checked. And the other one is for our shop and our septic system. So we live in a rural area. So we don't have city water, trash, or anything like that. We have private a private water company, which also, you guys, I just got a notification saying that our water company has changed. They've gotten bought out. And so we are going to have to pay someone new, and they are going up on the price. So I'm not sure exactly how that's going to affect our bill, but I think it's probably going to go up a little bit. So on our second bill for our septic and our shop, that one says we have a credit amount of a true-up amount of a credit of $52.59. So looks like we're still on track for being under the budget amount. So what that means in the end is that when they settle our bills out after the 6 months and reevaluate our situation, our pay days, like the day we have to pay, like, and the amount we have to pay will be, it could be less once they reevaluate if our usage has gone down or up. So they said that would happen for the first 6 months, and then it would be for the next year. So but because we've been with them for a little bit, they do have a really good handle on our usage history. So it's been with them for a while, so they can see what our usage has been for the last 2 or 3 years. So that's good. So we can really get a really good accurate number for our bill. So just for a long explanation of our light bill. But so right now we're at a fixed amount of $213 a month. I can't remember what number month we're in. I'd have to go back and check, but we're probably in about maybe month 3 or 4, I think, of this budget billing amount. And let me tell you guys, I just love it. I am expecting our true-up amount, maybe our future balance billing amount, to maybe go down, but we'll see how that goes. They basically take the average of the last year of your usage. So, you've got summer in there, winter in there, maybe some spring in there, but it just makes the price fluctuate. And this year I feel like we've had kind of a mild summer so far. So I'm hoping maybe our next round will go down and it will be a little bit less. If it could even be 200, I'd be happy with that overall. But anyways, so the next bill we have is YouTube. That's just for no ads for YouTube. We have Peacock for $212, and y'all, so Peacock, y'all need to get on that. If you want Peacock, sign up for it, pay for it for a month or something, and then if you threaten to cancel, they will drop the price. So my Peacock, I got it on a Black Friday deal, and that put me at about $2.60 or something like that. And then I got a notification saying my price was going to go up this month. So I pushed cancel my subscription or whatever. And then they gave me a new price, which was $1.99, I think. And that put me at $2.12. So I actually saved like 50 cents, maybe, on my Peacock subscription. And now I'll have this price until, I think it's until January or February. So for the next 6 months, I think. So y'all, don't sleep on Peacock. Peacock has good stuff. But if you're interested in it, I would definitely check it out. And I've heard this from multiple people saying that. I didn't really know that they did that until someone mentioned it to me. I was just paying every month the full price, which was ridiculous. So, if you're interested in Peacock, that's what I recommend. Try it out. Our cell phone bill is next, and that is $301.12. So we currently have 5 lines, and that's me, my husband, my son, my daughter, and my mom. And we are paying on 3 phones. 2 of the phones we should be done paying with in the next, I think, 2 or 3 months. So our bill should go down when that happens. I could pay those off now, but we're actually getting some savings every month by having the phone payment. So if I paid outright, I would be paying more than if I just let it cycle through my bill. So I'm just going to leave it alone. And our bill for now is $301.12, but that will go down. But my son does pay for his portion, which is $66. He pays for his phone and his service. And then my daughter also contributes for her service. So that's $40 from her, and his is about $66. So That's how we do that. So really, I'm paying 301.12 minus their portion. So that's really what is coming out. Spotify is $18.14. Car wash. Oh yeah, so Spotify had also sent me a notification that they went up in their price, but they were trying to put us on a different plan, which was a more premium plan, which included audiobooks. Some kind of premium version for audiobooks or something like that, but you can only get like 1 or 2 audiobooks. It's kind of like an Audible subscription added onto it, and I'm like, okay, no thanks. I already do all that, and I get them free from the library. So if it ain't free from the library, I'm not going to read it unless I really am just dying to read it. So I went ahead and checked what plans they had available. So we were able to go back to our old plan, which was $18.14. So I was able to get it back down a little bit. So make sure if your Spotify went up, that is probably wise to go check and, move it back to the old plan. Don't pay the increase. You don't have to. My car wash subscription, this is unlimited car washes for $30. My internet bill was $19.99. So this has finally come in, and this is the monthly price going forward. This should be for like the next 9 or 10 months. This is going to be our internet bill. So $19.99. And they told me to call every year and they would have like a new price for us. So this should be our set price until I believe next April. So for the last couple of months, we had been having credits and credits and credits and credits. Now we're finally back to paying the bill. So finally. So the next one is our water bill. So this one is actually changing. I need to get the updated information, and I'm not sure if our bill date is also changing, which would totally suck because everything is aligned right now. So I need to check on that because I just have a budgeted amount here. I haven't even received a bill yet. So I don't even know how much it's going to be yet. They just said if you want to pay online or you want to put it on auto pay, which I had just put this on auto pay. They said you have to call and reset everything up through the new system. So I really need to call and do that, so that I can, focus on doing that. Paramount Plus, is $6.48. I can't find a good deal on that. So we're just paying full price for that for right now. And if you guys have been here for a minute, you guys know that we are missing a line item on here, and that was DirecTV. So we found a cheaper service that is $35 a month for 4 TVs for cable. So they basically put it on your Amazon stick. You plug your stick into your TV. So you do have to have internet. Our situation previously was we didn't have internet. So up until a year ago, we did not have landline internet. I worked and used internet off of a hotspot that I paid over $100 for. Now we have landline internet, and now as you can see, that price is $19.99. So now we can have all the subscriptions we want. Before we couldn't have anything. It wasn't worth having anything because you couldn't stream it. So now we can. So now we can do the streaming services. And the first thing we did was cut our cable off as soon as our contract was up, and that was DirecTV. But we got it back to watch baseball, but now we found a cheaper service through one of my husband's coworkers. So now it's $35 a month. So, and that gives us service for 4 TVs for cable TV. So that's what we're gonna do. And I have to pay him through like PayPal or something, so I need to figure all that out too. But it's $35. It will be $35. So for debt, for this paycheck, normally we're not paying too much debt on this paycheck. It's really our second paycheck that we try to pay all the debt on that paycheck. But I do have this one. This is my loan number 1, which is actually a balance transfer credit card. This is the one that I missed, y'all, that I had to go online, hurry up, jump online and pay. I don't know why. I totally forgot to pay this. So I jumped online and paid it. So it's okay now. But, my loan number 1 is a $190. So we paid that. Discover, we don't have anything in here. This is kind of like a placeholder. So if I do want to pay something on this paycheck, I will towards it, because this is our focus right now. So that's why it's highlighted in pink. My paycheck number 6 came out for $53.94. I did make a payment towards my Samsung account, and this is $9.45. So this is for my Samsung watch that I got for my birthday. I'm probably just gonna go ahead and pay this off. It's like I don't know, like $150. I'm just going to go ahead and pay it, but not this month, probably next month or the month after. I'm just trying to get through the next couple of months, but it's no interest. And it's costing me $9.45 a month. So I may just leave it. I don't know. I need to think about it, but I just don't want to have all these bills. So the less bills I have, the better. And the reason I got a new one was because my old one died. I had it for like 5 years. So, that's that. JCPenney's, I did buy some new curtains and some bathroom linens, some towels and stuff for the house. So that was $89.67. I put it on my JCPenney card because they had some coupons and extra savings if you used your card. So I put it on my card, plus I got free shipping, got all the discounts that I could, cashed in some rewards, and I got like 4 blackout curtains, and then also a new shower curtain and some towels and bathroom rugs, which we desperately needed. So that was $89.67 with everything. So I think that was a really good deal considering everything that I got. And I went ahead and just paid it off, paid it in full. So it's kind of like as if I paid it cash. I just used the benefits of having my card. So my JCPenney card has 0 balance, paid it in full. We got what we needed. So that was great. My pay's at number 7. So y'all, I made a decision. I decided to hurry up and pay this off. So I paid it off, and that was $224.94 was my balance left over. So now my pay's at number 7 is paid off in full. Thank you, Jesus. So I don't have that bill anymore going forward. So I'm probably going to pay a little bit less on my Discover. I normally try to pay $1,000. It will probably be more like $800, $700-ish because I went ahead and paid this off this month. So that is how we're doing that. So we got a little bit of a win this month. I did, I paid my JCPenney card. I paid my Payzen card, caught up on my loan number 1. So that's how we're doing on debt this month. I also am on the second payment of the stuff that we bought for the hurricane prep. That was a portable charger. It's like a whole power converter system. And that was a little bit pricey. So we just went ahead and put it on the Amazon Pay in 3, and that was $33 this month, $33 next month, and then we'll be done. This one was also, actually, this one was the drill. I bought my husband a new drill because, as you guys remember, if you've been watching my videos, my husband ran over his DeWalt drill after the hurricane. When we were trying to clean up, he accidentally ran over his drill. So we got him a new one, and that is the $33 payment. It was like a little bit over $100. And then this one was the portable charger. We got like a water cooler, and then I forgot all the things we got, but we got several things. And so we have one more payment after this month, and then we'll be done and we'll be prepped and ready for the next one. So that is that. So far for debt this paycheck, we are budgeted for $644.33. And I think everything has come out already. I'm not sure. I think Samsung, I do need to go in there and pay that. So that one is not paid, but everything else, I'm pretty sure everything got paid already. I think I did see the transfers come through. So groceries were budgeted at $400. And as you guys can see, we have already spent $375. But we only have a few more days to go before our next budget. So I think we'll be okay. I'm not sure. We do have some eating out budget money still. We budgeted 75. I've only spent like 22. So doing okay there. So we can always add that to our grocery budget if we need to. As long as groceries and eating out is not more than $475, I am totally okay with that. Gas, I budgeted 75. I actually do need gas right now, so that will probably come out of this $43 that we still have left, and then we'll be definitely, I think we'll be under budget, but we'll be right up there. Pets, we did buy dog food. My son bought dog food. I need to transfer him the money, so this is spent $51. Beauty, I did get my lashes refilled, and that did come out of the budget already. Spending. So I always just budget a flat amount of $100. That is kind of like my goal. If we do go over, whatever, but I try to stick with the $100 spending limit. And this is not my spending budget. This is for everyone, but I do buy myself stuff out of this budget. I just always code it to spending. I don't break it out as my personal spending money or my husband's personal spending money. It's just like anything for the household, or maybe I want to buy myself something, I will take it out of this budget and try to stick to that budget. As you can see, I am 67.97 over. So but I do need to do a couple of returns to Walmart, which will probably give me some of that back. So I need to do that, and hopefully I'll get that done this weekend. And so I don't know, it might be about $20 maybe. So we'll be definitely, that budget will come down a little bit. So that's great. Prime. So our Prime subscription renewed this month, and that was $148.38 where I live in Texas. So I did have that much saved because I based it off of last year's amount. So I definitely am going to deposit that amount in the bank to pay for this, because I did save for it all year long. So that is just a net zero effect on my budget. It's not really affecting my budget that much, but it is something that we have to pay. So it is accounted for here, but it's not really affecting like my budget numbers. It's not coming out of my income because I already saved for it and I will be depositing that money. So that is just a net zero change. So for spending really fast, I did overpay my Capital One credit card last paycheck cycle. I don't know what happened. I don't know if I double counted something or what, but I definitely overpaid $21.39. So I went ahead and put it as a credit here because it already did come out of my account. And this, once I highlight everything and pay everything, and actually I already settled that out with our light bill when it came through, just to go ahead and get out of the way so I could get back on track. That was all settled out. So now we're caught up, but I don't know how that happened. But anyways, I just rolled it over to the next check. So I did get some lunch, and that was $4.32. I did buy a drink at work, and that was $1.60. My pay's at number 6. That was paid. We did have to buy some new charger blocks from Amazon after the hurricane, because the hurricane just kind of like killed all of our chargers. So I did buy a couple of new, just the blocks. We had the cords seemed to be okay. It was just the blocks themselves. I don't know if they got fried or what. So we have our Peacock subscription, our Paramount Plus, our YouTube. I did buy groceries at Kroger for $151.61. And y'all, I did do a little grocery video. I'm going to post that as well. So that was my grocery haul from H-E-B. But y'all, compared H-E-B to Kroger. So H-E-B is a Texas grocery chain store. Compared to Kroger, I feel like I get a better deal at Kroger than H-E-B, but there was just a couple of things that I really wanted from H-E-B. So I went ahead and did pick up an order at H-E-B. And y'all, I did say on the video that it had been a while since I shopped there, and actually it was probably like since 2022 I hadn't shopped there. It had been a really long time. According to my online account, I hadn't placed an order. I could have gone in the store probably, maybe, I don't know, but as far as placing an order online for curbside, I hadn't done it in a very long time. And that is why, because it was more expensive. You'll see right here down below, $183.90. And y'all, I didn't even get that much. You'll see it in my grocery haul video. I just feel like I get a better deal at Kroger. They also give me a lot of coupons, and I get coupons for free stuff. So I definitely try to take advantage of that. And actually there's no H-E-B really close to me that does curbside, which I prefer than going into the grocery store, because I would definitely overspend if I actually go into the grocery store. So I really try not to do that, and that helps me stick to my budget. So I'm definitely going to be reconsidering that the next time that I shop. I may not do H-E-B. I may just get the couple of things that I want and go in the store and get those, or something like that, or maybe tell my mom to pick it up for me or something, but I definitely won't be going in there. So we did buy the stuff from JCPenney. My pay's in. HEB was $183.90. Got my lashes done. I did pay gas for $31.05. I did buy something from Shine, and that was $50.27. Paid my credit card, that was $190. I did buy a new watch band for my watch, because the other one's like a silicone band thing, and those just give me a terrible rash. So it was really nice yesterday. I actually wore the band for the first time yesterday because it took me a while to figure out how to put it on, and my wrist felt so much better, and I did not have a rash on my wrist by the end of the day. So it definitely has helped with that. So that was $24.50. I did spend $13.20 at Dollar General, and I'm pretty sure this was beer. My car wash subscription, Spotify, I did spend $26.32 at Dollar General, and I think we did some pulled pork sandwiches on the weekend, and that was like for some hamburger buns and some chips and some snacks, and that was $26.32. I did buy a big pack of cardstock from Amazon so that I could print some savings challenges on there that I came across on some Freebie Friday roundups, and maybe I'll do a video on that too, because I have found a lot of freebies and I just want to share that with you guys in case you're not familiar or you don't have the budget to buy, which is me. So you can get some free ones online, and they're great. We did rent a movie for a date night, 1974, on Amazon last weekend, so that was really nice. We just stayed home and watched a movie instead and ate some dinner. I did get some wet erase markers and like a cover for my watch for the face to protect the face of it, because it's big but it's also very flat, and so there's no edges to kind of protect it from getting bumped, and I don't want to break the screen on it. So I did get a cover and the wet erase markers. McDonald's, I bought us some breakfast, and that was breakfast and coffee, and that was $8.21. I did buy some breakfast on my way to work, and that was $5.29. I did buy a drink and a snack from the vending machine, and that was $2.95 because we were working really late and I was super hungry, so I needed something to hold me over till I could get home. I did cash in $10.95 in rewards. I did buy something on Venmo, but don't ask me what, I can't remember. For $60. AT&T is our cell phone bill, and we did buy the dog food for $51 at Tractor Supply. So that's it for the budget, you guys. That's it for the video today. That's how we're doing on the budget. So right now we actually have about $713.09 of actuals that still need to be settled up. And then we should have about $220 to roll over for debt for our next paycheck. So that's what we're looking like. That's what those numbers mean. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.